Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about why I stopped using websites like Freelancer and Upwork and the methods to find high-paying clients which I'm using instead nowadays. Now, I never used these platforms a lot, but I especially tried Upwork and although there are a lot of misconceptions about websites like this, I did manage to find some high-paying clients. However, the big catch is that you really need to look much more deeper than you would with using other methods to find clients, because the reality is that in websites like Freelancer and Upwork there are some high paying clients, but it's a very small amount. So basically you need to swim in an ocean of bad clients in order to find that little island where you can actually get a good ROI for your time. And that is one of my major turnoffs when it comes to these websites, because I simply do not want to waste a lot of time just searching for high quality clients in the middle of bad clients. So this is the major reason why I stopped using these websites. However, one of the most important things to consider when you're looking for clients is to actually hop on a call with them. Even if it's for a small project, you always want to understand what type of client you're dealing with before you start any project. And you do that by hopping on a call with them. And I usually call this a discovery call, because I don't want to frame it as a consultation call, because if I frame it as a consultation call, I'm automatically creating free value, which is not something which I want my services associated with. The consultation call is paid, while the discovery call is just an introductory call in which I'm basically asking several questions to the client. So I'm basically interviewing them. And basically I want to understand if we can be a good fit for the long term. So essentially, if you can create a win-win situation with that client for the long term. And by long term, I'm not referring to the fact of having to work for that client regularly. It can even be like a one-off once a while, but I want to really understand their needs, their goals, and if they're a good client overall. So this is something which is very important, and if you're looking to work on these platforms, I really encourage you to do so. If a client do not want to hop on a discovery call with you, that's already like a red sign in my book, so I wouldn't take that client. That being said, another thing which I don't really like about these websites is the fact that they are taking a cut. So they're taking a percentage of the money that you're going to earn from that specific transaction, and I know that the more you work with those with websites like Upwork, the more that percentage becomes lower, especially if you work with a specific client. I think I would need to double check the exact stats, but essentially there are some conventions that enable you to earn more if you work more on that platform, and especially with one specific client. But still, I mean, you're just letting money away from from work that you could have done yourself, because essentially they're taking the cut for the fact that they managed to get you the client. But if you get the client yourself with one of the other lead generation methods, which I taught and I'm teaching in this YouTube channel. And by the way, I also have an upcoming course on how to find high paying clients, and I'm going through all of the different methods which I'm using. But nonetheless, the thing is that if you actually manage to get the client yourself, you don't have to pay any cuts. So this is something which is definitely a big advantage, especially if you're working with a client for the long term. And I mean, you already have to pay taxes, guys. Like, why would you give another company, another entity even more money every single time you work. I mean, it's just nonsense in my opinion. So this is definitely something which I would encourage you to consider. But that being said, I think that these platforms can be good for certain scenarios. And hey, I mean, if you really want to get high-paying clients, you can definitely find them also on Upwork or Freelancer. Just keep in mind that you're going to need to search so much more. So essentially, the lead generation part of your business is going to be much more intense if you go with this route. And this is definitely something which you have to keep in mind, but it can be done. I mean, I managed to get clients that pay me thousands of dollars for projects, so you know, it's definitely something possible, but it's not it wasn't the easiest way, that's for sure. And by the way, the way I did it is I would send, especially on Upwork, I would send around 10 applications each and every day, and basically until I managed to find the client. So I did some action, I took some action each and every day, and just invited the people who replied back to hop on a call with me, and then once on the call, I would convert a small percentage of those people. But again, guys, I don't like, the choice is up to you, but I would personally go with methods like Facebook direct messaging nowadays, and there's an art to that because a lot of people do not really do it well, and it can be really discouraging if you don't do it well. And also email outreach. Email outreach can work wonders if done correctly. And also there's other methods like LinkedIn, but the reality of the matter is that each and every method work as long as you actually practice it and do it regularly, just a small amount a day, until you fill up your client base, and you just have work coming in, referrals that get you more and more work. I mean, I myself, it's been almost a year that I haven't done any lead generation whatsoever, simply because I managed to get a client base, and that client base, even the clients that I'm not working with, those clients refer me to other clients, and yeah, I mean, just I'm at a point now where I have more work than I can take, and it's been like this for months. So, you know, it's all of these lead generation things are things that you're gonna do at first, but then later on in your design career, and you're going to need to do less. However, whenever you want a new client, you always have the opportunity to find a new one in a very fast way if you understand all of the lead generation, and if you already have experience with lead generation. So this is definitely something to keep in mind. Now, guys, I'm curious to hear your opinion. What do you think of websites like Upwork, Freelancer, and so on? And what has been your experience? So feel free to leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on this specific topic. I'm very eager to learn your experiences. I always chat with other designers. I always want to understand their point of view. So this is definitely something that could be useful, not only for me, but also for the community in general and people reading. And if you like this video, feel free to leave a thumbs up. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video.